Wait, I keep forgetting how old he is.
90.
Okay.
What are you gonna say?
We love you. I love you, Papa, and I'm not gonna say two sentences. We love you, Papa, and have a
Go.
Happy birthday, Papa. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you so much. And I wish you have a happy birthday. I love you, Papa.
And go.
Happy birthday, Mr. Papa Bob. Tell me about your 90 years. I would love to hear how you became a child and how you've been so strong to become 90 years old. And I wish you a very blissful birthday. Bye. Happy birthday, Papa.
Wait a minute, say it again.
Happy birthday, Papa.
What?
You taught me so much, and I hope you have a great 90th birthday. Happy birthday, Papa. You're 90 years old, and I am grateful that you're my grandpa, and I hope you have a nice rest of your life.
I thought you was gonna
Go.
Happy 90th birthday! I love you!
2, 3, go.
Happy birthday. Congratulations on 90 years. Just a decade away from being, 10 years away from being 100. Happy birthday and to more.
Go.
Happy birthday, Papa. Love you very much. Happy 90th birthday.
Happy birthday, Bob Dad.
Happy birthday, Papa Bob. We love you, we miss you, and I hope that you have many more blessed years. Enjoy your birthday.
Happy birthday, Bob Dad. I hope you enjoyed your vacation. I know the cake told me you guys had fun. You was by the ocean. Happy birthday.
Sorry we couldn't come.
Yeah, had to work. We love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bob Dad, happy birthday. I believe it is your 90th birthday if I'm not mistaken, but happy birthday. I hope they give you some good food and feed you some good food, make you some good food, or even buy you some good food. I hope you do what you want to do and keep spreading knowledge and wisdom, and I'm happy to have you in my life. Happy birthday and have an amazing day.
Happy birthday, Bob Dad. You are so blessed, sir. Congratulations. You are blessed to be 90. That is awesome. I want to be like you.
But 90 is just a number. You're still young at heart. You still look good. You're blessed.
Yes,
you're highly
he does.
flavored. Still getting around.
Yes.
I'm glad we have an opportunity to be here to enjoy your 90th birthday and celebrate you. And we appreciate you. And we love you so much. And so hopefully soon you'll be able to come by and hang out with you again soon.
All right. Yes, sir.
Well, happy 90th birthday. Enjoy. No more spiking. So before you get 91, and enjoy.
Hey, Bob Dad, this is Jerome and the OG Cassandra wishing you a very happy 90th birthday from Providence Hospital in Southfield, Michigan.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, we wish we were there with y'all. We wish, and I hope y'all are having a great time. And we just wanted to wish you all the blessings. And we'll get up with y'all next year when we do it again.
Hell yeah, we will. We'll be right there.
Yeah. All right, right.
Hey, Dad, happy birthday. We love you so much for all that you've done, all the sacrifices you've made, and all the things that you've taught us. You're an amazing dad, and we are so glad to be celebrating your
your 90th birthday and many, 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 many more. You promised 100, so we've got a good 10 more years to go. Yay!
Hey Bob Newby, Terry Lewis, how you doing? Hope your birthday celebration is going well. I was just calling in to wish you a happy 90th and wishing you for many more. Take care.
Dad. Hi, Dad. It's Makeda. Just wanted to say happy birthday. I love you very much. Thank you for turning 90 and making this happen for us, because we're celebrating you and we're here on the beach in a wonderful place with our family and friends to share it with, and it's all because of you. We love you, we appreciate you, we thank you for all you've done for us and the world. Love you so much. See you later. Bye.
Happy birthday, Bob. You are magnificent. Oh boy, I'm so happy for you. Big 90. Big 90. That is really great. Happy, happy, happy. Happy to be here to help you celebrate.
Your happy birthday wish for Robert today is that you continue to be a shining light as you've always been, and bring joy to family, friends, and others.
Hey! 1, 2, ready, go. Hey, happy birthday! You almost a century, a decade away from a century. What's up? Tell us about the last 90 years.
Happy birthday, Papa. Happy amazing 90th birthday. And thank you, because without you, I wouldn't have an amazing mom, and I wouldn't be married to the man of my dreams. And that wouldn't happen without you. So happy birthday, and I love you.
All right, Delbert.
Happy birthday, first and foremost. You're 9 times 10, which is pretty cool. Not many people get to say that. It's been awesome because you have taught me so much. How to think is probably the thing I appreciate about you most. Thinking critically is really important in my life and in my profession, and I appreciate you teaching me how to think about the world.
Yeah, like.
Well, I don't actually do anything about it.
Joyce and Roger, can you
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
see us okay?
A little fuzzy.
Light is coming from
The
back.
light. The light in the back.
Better light.
Also, there's probably a lot of back.
Fan light.
Stay ready now, man.
Fan light. Is that better? So then we gotta get. Go. Hold on.
Well,
I think it's
it'd
the
be better if you could have your device by the window and shoot back into the room.
Yes. All right. Anybody
That's
else?
better.
That's better.
That's better.
Yeah. You're so cool. Here, now.
Wow. It's a great thing. Yeah, definitely. You should be the. Can you set this a little bit closer? Okay. And we can take center stage.
The man of the hour. I keep looking down here.
I was not expecting this. See if we can get some better sound here.
Oh, our sound is good.
So is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound might be an issue. Sound might be an issue. We'll see what we can do here. Default speakers change the headphones. Okay.
Can they hear you?
Can you hear us at all?
Oh yes,
Oh, yes.
Yes,
It's
just
good.
fine.
Hey. All right. Good. Who are you waiting for?
Well,
Wow. Guess what? I'm paying you. Wow.
oh, they show up. Oh, wait, it says it's minute, then I'll look at and bring it. Oh, okay, I'm sure. You said. Yeah, yeah, don't worry, it's not. Okay. You it's fine. Let's, which for the numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one.
Something more for the meeting.
You said, social is not included. And so I said, send does the link and have you send it to her. Because I don't have their contact. I just said, do you have the link? Do you have it? That's what I was saying, send him the link and send it directly to, because they don't know who I am. Oh, I told them, but that's fine. Okay. Hold on for one moment. I told you. Had a phone. Had a phone. Had a phone. Yeah, that was what else. Okay, go. Yeah. I'm waiting.
Terry, Andrew, wait.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Oh, it's Terry.
It's Terry. Yes. I don't know. I don't have her again. Yes. I made a doc.
Terry was.
Okay. You have it.
Oh, okay, good. Yes.
Terry's out.
Oh. Sure.
I bet you.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh. I need to do that. Yes. Oh, and
It's Terry.
she's alright. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, read literary.
I believe. Don't be messing with our paint. Yeah, really. Don't piece of our paint. Don't let.
I know.
Okay. Move up. Watch him again. Still doing. I'm not sure that would. Oh, yeah. There. Wait, like what?
Thanks.
Can you sleep with the others?
Good. Me, okay,
Maybe it's some nothing. Yeah, what do you think you can see?
Sure, they definitely be down. Wondering with the oh, you've got how it's going on. So you guys need the microphone here on the Zoom call. Interactive with Zoom microphone. Can you guys hear me through the Zoom mic? No.
Terry, can you hear us? Charles, can you hear us?
I can, yes, loud and clear.
Great, fantastic.
Okay. It's gonna go through the laptop mic.
Okay. And then,
No problem.
there's, okay. All right. So I think everybody's in. Okay. All right. Sir, gather round.
Gather around me.
All right. Thank you all for coming virtually and physically. And we're here to celebrate Robert Newby's 90th birthday. Woo!
Happy birthday, Bob.
Same here. Right. Appreciate it all. Appreciate it very much. Good to have you here. My goodness, I mean,
So we're going to go ahead and do the song. What song? Birthday to you.
Hallelujah. Happy birthday. What happened to the sound?
It's too far.
We lost the sound.
See if I can do something in the chat.
Happy birthday.
That must be overwhelming to mine.
That's weird. The sound just went out.
I heard you, Joyce.
Yeah.
Bob, your sound is out as far as we're concerned. We didn't hear most of the singing.
Okay, can you hear us now?
Yeah, you're fine.
Yes,
You're
we
fine.
can.
Can hear
But
you.
it was the singing that
You
knocked it
guys
out.
talk amongst yourselves. Hi, Topper. How are you? Thanks for joining me.
Topper, it's been years, man.
Hey man, I'm at my grandson's soccer game.
Okay.
I'm in
Wow.
my car.
Great. But
I
it's
didn't
good
want
to
to.
have
I didn't want to miss this, man.
okay, appreciate it. Appreciate your presence.
Hey man.
So we have Terry on here. Charles, where are you zooming in from?
I'm in Bellevue, Washington, in my
Whoa.
office.
All right, we got West Coast, East Coast, and Texas and California. So if you guys talk and Topper, these are this is Deborah and Joseph are Doug's folks.
Yeah.
And so just to introduce you to everybody, we got people from Michigan and Terry from California and Dad right here. So we're gonna go make him a plate because he needs to eat. And so while you talk amongst yourselves, happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Bob.
I probably speak for everyone to thank you all for inviting us remotely here. It's great to see everybody and be invited. Just for everybody's information, Bob and I were classmates in high school and been
Back in
connected
Wichita.
ever since. And of course, we lost a little bit of time during the early days because there wasn't an internet. But after the internet was available, we are in touch reasonably often. So it's been great. And happy birthday to you from my wife and Joanne as well. Appreciate it. Charles and I go back to Wichita High School East Orchestra. That's right. I mean, great experience. And we did it together. And we've kept up with one another. We've been close on the internet ever since. So I appreciate it, Charles. It's great to have you here. Well, thank you. It's been great to be here.
I'm in Cambridge.
Okay. Topper,
I'm
it's
on the
good to
East
see
Coast.
you, man.
Yeah, I'm
It's
on the
good to
East
see
Coast.
you. Okay. Topper and I go back. Topper was executive producer of the Rainbow Television Workshop, and I served on that board. And so Topper's a big time producer in LA, and it's good to be connected. So I appreciate your presence, man. Good to be here.
All right,
Thank you.
I appreciate our relationship.
Yeah, you all did good work. Rainbow Coalition did really good, do really good work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, oh yes. And Terry,
Who's next?
it's good to have Terry here. Terry's my oldest son, and it's good. I'm from California, so here we are connected there. It's great to have all of you here. Believe me, I never expected it.
Good to see you, Bob.
It's good to have you here, man.
Okay. All right, we're Joyce and Roger. We're Bob's colleagues from Central Michigan University. Roger was here when Bob came. Bob, you came in January of 87? Is that
January
right?
88.
88. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was you were only here one semester before me. Roger was
Right.
thinking you were here a year and a half before me.
No.
But then I came in August of 88, and Bob was one of those people, we had a group that we were known as troublemakers. And it won't surprise you that Bob was the lead troublemaker for many of the things we were trying to accomplish. So you're not going to deny that, are you, Robert?
I guess I have to take responsibility for that. But I had good support. That was a good thing. Yeah. Yeah. And Roger and Joyce were always the people I depended upon the most because they were the ones who were seasoned in the struggle. Roger had worked with Jesse Jackson and written some books with him. And so we got connected right away.
And then we spent actually, we go back because we spent our Thanksgivings together. On our first anniversary, Bob and Diane took us to a Detroit Lions game. And we came back to Diane's place and we had dinner. And then the next year we said, well, let's do it at our house. And we went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then we just kept doing it for a very long time. It was always great.
We kept doing it until 2022 when I left, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, every Thanksgiving. I describe it in a little piece that I'm writing about how we got connected and how we stayed connected over the years, particularly around that Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah, it was always great.
Yeah. I think the only time we missed was when y'all went to Ghana. You were in Ghana that fall. And that was it. Yeah.
True.
And Makeda would come sometimes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
Hey,
always
Bob,
had.
it's Deborah and Joseph from Portland, and we're happy to be part of your day. And I'm Doug's mom, and Joseph is my husband. And I see some other familiar faces there behind you, Bob. Hi, everybody. We miss all of you. And I'll tell you that we haven't known Bob for very long, but because we know and love Makeda and Robbie, we feel like we know a bit about him and what a good man he is to have such a great daughter. And we're happy to be in the same family as Robbie and Makeda and Bob. We send you all kinds of love and blessings on this special day, Bob.
It's very much appreciated, Deborah. Very much appreciated. It's been good to be connected to you And Joseph, it's been fun.
Deborah, you need to come into the picture.
There I
We're
am.
only seeing
Yeah.
half of your face.
That's
That's
the way
better.
she likes it.
No.
Die. Danielle, where did Jane go? Where did Jane go? Where did you go? You went to the
So Topper, I did you ever know Dave Elsela?
Yep.
Yeah, but Dave and I contacted over the last couple of days about my birthday and other things. Whatever happened to Judy, do you know?
Don't know.
Okay.
You know, Kenyon, who is on our board, is in Oakland. Phil moved to the Netherlands.
Okay.
Vivian is back in Boston.
Okay.
Frida's in Boston. Suleika's in New York.
Okay.
And so I think that Bill Delatorre is in California still. So there are a number of the board members who are still surviving. And so we had this for everybody. We had this wonderful board, and you know the board was the overseer of a number of television series that we produced. But one of the great things about the board is we had 4 trips a year to wonderful locations for our quarterly board meetings. I mean, all the way from Hawaii to New Orleans or whatever. It was and Seattle, and so it was one of the best dining boards that you could imagine, because everybody was a connoisseur of food, and but the beautiful thing about the board, it was an equal representation of Black, white, Asian, indigenous, and Spanish speaking. And so that board, which lasted for 4 or 5 years, became wonderfully, ensconced in sharing each other's cultural experience and becoming more informed about that. So all of the people on the board became even more evolved. And everybody on the board had come from some kind of political background, activists mostly. And so we, it was a strong willed, highly opinionated group of 15 people. And so, and that's where I got to know Bob. And
Wilma Mankiller was on our board.
Wilma Mankiller was on the board, right?
Yeah. We had let me tell you, that board, we would meet, as Topper said, we would meet 4 times a year. But the interesting thing about it was the composition of the board. 3 Asians, 3 African Americans, 3 Latinos, 3 indigenous people. I mean, it was just, and when we would go places, people were just staring. It was great. It was a great experience. And as Topper said, everybody there was politically conscious. And so we shared some great experiences.
We filled each other, would go away and, with a deeper toolbox. Everybody would come to a meeting, and then, your toolbox would be that fatter and that richer.
That's right. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was great. It was a great experience. Great experience. But also, let me say a word or two about Joyce and Roger. As Joyce was saying, I mean, we did this every Thanksgiving for about 30 years almost. And it was just a great bonding. And the fact, and the people that we got together on Thanksgiving were just a great group of colleagues. And we just had a very warm reception. In fact, Orlando is here in Dallas. But I haven't seen him, but you saw him. But no, it's a good group of people. I mean, it was great. Yeah.
Yeah, it started out as just the 4 of us, right? And
That's
then
true.
then we invited another couple. And then the next year, well, so and so wants to come. And so it just kept growing and growing and growing. And we figured out how to do it, make it work, and it was great.
Right.
So I'm glad Bob is with his family, but I miss him. So we you know, because
Yeah.
4th of July is coming up, and you come to 4th of July and
Right,
our
that's
parties, but
Right.
oh well. Makeda and Bukeka, I understand. I know you wanted him there with you, and it's important. But yeah, we miss him a lot.
Yeah. This has been so nice, people. Thank you so much. I never expected anything like this. Of course, my daughters work wonders, and they work this, but I wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it very much. Yeah. Yeah.
So how many of y'all are there in Galveston?
There must be about 20 of us, right?
Oh my.
Yeah. 22.
Whoa,
Wow.
Right.
that's a
Yeah.
big reunion.
Right. Fish. Right. All my great grandkids are here. My
Oh,
great, yeah. Right. That's right.
so Bob,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bail out. I'm going to the last
Okay.
bit of the soccer game.
Okay.
And so my grandson's 12, and it's a big deal for him. He looks over at the sidelines to make sure I'm there. So I'll
So,
be in touch. We should catch up. There's
yeah.
some
Well,
there's some catch up to do.
that's true. That's true. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Listen, nice to
To
meet
meet you.
everybody.
Nice
To meet
meeting
you
Yes.
too,
you.
Nice to
Papa.
meet you.
Oh,
Bye,
by the way, Bob, what you having for dinner?
Kansas City ribs, man. Kansas City ribs.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
geez.
okay.
Oh, I'm
All right.
jealous.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Listen, I'll
Yeah.
be in touch, man. Talk to
Okay.
you later.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for being here, man.
Nice to meet
Very
everybody.
okay.
Okay.
Same here. Uh-huh. So, Charles, what's going on in Seattle besides the weather?
Well, you speak of the weather. It is chilly here. It's about, in fact, the furnace came on this morning, so we're.
Okay.
But other than that, everything's fine, and we're Joanna and I are, of course, Mariners fans, which they're playing the Rangers tonight, but
Okay.
they've been on a losing streak, so we're kind of disappointed there, but we're kind of used to that with them
Yeah.
over the years. But it's again, it's just been so special to get to participate in this group and meet virtually some new friends. And I wish we could all get together in person sometime. It's just been great. But and Bob's been very good at keeping me posted and what he's doing. I used to read his column religiously when he was in Michigan, and he'd invite me to comment on them if I had any comments. But he was an excellent writer, of course, and I always enjoyed that. So just great to keep in touch and hear about your family all the time, and we get to share remarks about ours. So again,
Yeah.
it's just been great.
Yeah, it was great. Charles, years ago, the family took the Empire Builder from Chicago to Seattle, and we were able to reconnect with Charles. That was a
Right.
great trip, and
Right.
being in Seattle was fun. I mean, that was great. Because it had been a while since we'd been connected. Yeah.
Yeah, that was in 22. That was February of 22. And
Right.
then we were in the process of moving down to Portland. So we're just down the road a little ways from
Oh, I
Bellevue.
see. Okay, I do. Yeah, I certainly remember. I couldn't remember what year it was, but okay, that's when you went to Portland. Okay.
Yes. So we got kind of cloudy and chilly today too, but I don't mind.
No,
We like to have our seasonal cool weather so we don't get, forest fires.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
as I
we
said,
appreciate hearing from your friends, Bob. People have known you a long time, and people that help us understand what you've been doing in your life besides having great daughters. And I'll say this world. This world's hurting right now, that's for sure. And so thankful to have you and your family be sharing family. And we appreciate your spirit and your life. So wishing you very happy birthday.
We're proud to be part of you, Bob.
well, let me tell you, it's good to have you here too. It's good to be connected to the two of you. And one of these days I'm going to get to Portland, but the two of you have been
Okay.
just been great. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
appreciate you. Yeah.
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 Well, I guess we're gonna sign off, Bob. It's great to see all the kids in the background there too. So blow you a big kiss. Mwah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Bye now.
Bye bye.
Appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much for including us in your birthday.
Yeah. It's great to have you here. Believe me. Yeah.
Bye bye.
You know, the other thing about today, is that we drove down yesterday and I went to a seafood restaurant. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
I ended up myself asking, please call 911. So I ended up being in an emergency for 6 hours. But I mean, and it was all from Makeda is allergic to fish. And I think that's genetic. I think I am. I think I am as well, except it's never affected me that way. But I walked into the seafood restaurant yesterday, and every minute that I was there, it got worse. It just got worse. So finally, I said, "Please call 911." And so I was on a stretcher. But you know, I'm fine. It's good. It's good. That this is not acceptable. Stay, and he had to be there for it. So yeah. So no, things are going well. Things are going well. Yeah.
Well, Bob, where are you today? Where did this happen?
It was in the city of Galveston, and we're on the beach in Galveston.
Oh, I see. I didn't know where you were.
Yeah,
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
we're at a beach house here in
Oh.
Galveston. So
Oh.
yeah, that's what had happened. I came down day before yesterday and stayed with Florence. And then yesterday came down here. And there was this seafood restaurant that had very high ratings. And it may have a high rating and I don't doubt that. But it didn't affect me well. I mean,
I agree.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you sound like you've recovered fine.
Yeah. I've done well. Let me say this. One, I've been in bed all day. But
Oh,
now,
dear.
I was not debilitated. I just wanted to rest, So
Sure.
it's been good. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, those Kansas City ribs, there's nothing. I mean, Kansas
Yeah.
City ribs are going to heal you up right away, right?
That's a good point.
But Terry,
Yes,
we've been monopolizing the conversation. Terry, what's up, man? We got to meet Terry in Acapulco.
Right. That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
And
I've been looking at those pics. Been looking at those pics lately. But no, I mean, last time I was in Mexico was probably a year ago, February, and I think I'm going to go again in August or September, down to Huatulco, down in that area.
That just
But
got hit by a hurricane.
Hurricane Eric just went through there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to catch up on what it looked like. Puerto Escondido got the worst of it, but I was
Right.
looking further south to see what was going on there.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping it's not too bad or too destroyed. But no, I mean, since I've last saw you, let's see, I quote unquote retired. So been spending I see you. Been spending home taking care of the cats and um, doing a little domestic travel. I was just in Atlanta, which is which you were talking about weather before. Atlanta had frost when I was there, which is unusual. Um, but it's been a while since I've been to the Midwest, even though I grew up there. It's been a while since I've been back there. Uh, but no, just fiddling around here like a quote unquote old man, more or less. Not doing too much and not overextenuating myself, but still enjoying the day.
But Roger just reminded me, you were here and Bob, you left in 22?
22.
Yeah.
And so remember that you came for the little retirement thing we had for him out at the
Right.
park. That's what, yeah.
Yes, right, right. Yeah, I still share those pictures with folks. The Monique was there and Mary Henley, and yeah, that was a nice little gathering.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So Charles, what was he like at high school?
Well, he was a very popular guy, and everybody knew him in the whole school, and it was a big school. Our graduating class was almost 900 people. I think it was about 885. But we had as Bob mentioned, we were in the same orchestra, and it was an outstanding orchestra. We won many awards. He was a percussionist. I was a fiddle player, but and we had a mutual friend, Craig, who's not with us any longer, but we palled around a lot together during the orchestra times, and he's just Bob, just like he is now.
Yeah.
No, those were the years. My experience. I mean, for Joyce and Roger and Terry, when Charles says the class was 885, I think it started off as 1,000. We had some people drop out, of course, but it was interesting. Of that, about 1,000 people, there were 36 African Americans. So it really is a different experience in that regard. And as Charles says, I was in the orchestra. I was one of probably two or three people in the orchestra. I think it was a violinist and maybe somebody in the wind section, but I'm not sure. But it was a great experience. I mean, I enjoyed it. And Charles will understand this. I attribute whatever success I've had to who was in our band director was Ken Thompson. Ken sort of took me under his wing. I mean, I didn't. Well, let me share this with you. You'll appreciate this. I don't think Charles even knows this. When I was in the ninth grade at the intermediate school, we had to sit down and figure out our schedule, our high school schedule, when we got to the east. And I had seen the band. In fact, the band director at that time was trying to encourage somebody to come up and play the tuba. They're recruiting somebody. So I signed up for my schedule at the high school. I said it. I put in beginning band, and because one of the things they said in that was that's how you learn the instruments, stuff like that. I enrolled in that. I was the only person there who didn't know how to play an instrument. Everybody else was experienced. So I stood back in the back with my friend who was a drummer, and I just sort of stood back there. And so finally, Ken Thompson said to me, "Well, you just can't stand back there. You got to play." And I'd never played. I started playing. Yeah. So then he said to me, he said, "Well, he said, I tell you what." He wasn't addressing me. He was addressing one of somebody else. He said, "If you really want to do this, you got to learn it. You got to take lessons." And so Bob Harris didn't say anything. I said, "I'll take the lessons." So I started taking drum lessons from Robert Buggert out of Wichita State University. At the time, Robert Buggert was probably one of the top percussionists in the country in terms of at the college level. And so that's how I learned it. I learned there. I took lessons. So that was my sophomore year. My junior year, I was in the band, and then my senior year, I was a head drummer. And so I mean, it sort of went fast. And then when I got to university, I got that reputation. I had skill and stuff like. So it went well. So I ended up being a music major, thinking I was going to become a conductor. I didn't have the talent to be a conductor. I thought I did. But then what happened was when I was teaching in Pontiac, the movement came along, and that's changed my whole direction. In August of or September, I guess I should say, of '63, about 5 people who were my close friends, and I think they were all singing. They all went to the March on Washington. I couldn't afford to go to the March on Washington. In fact, I spent that week in school at Wayne State. But what we did, I was in a human relations workshop. So what we did all day long on August 28th was look at the March on Washington all day long. And so when my friends got back, they said, we got to do something. And so that's how I got involved in the movement. And it just happened. And I just sort of changed my whole life in many ways. So it was good. Yeah. But essentially, that's what happened. I mean, I thought I was a musician, but I really wasn't. But I enjoyed it, and I was good at it. But I wasn't as talented as I thought I was. Well, I should have been. I said that. Yeah.
Can I tell a music story now? I mean, but see now, Bob, having said that, I understand now all of the music you had, and you had, in the house, and when we would you would always have something going, and then we would go to concerts together. That was another thing we did, Charles and Terry.
Oh.
And we had to remind Bob when we were in Dallas a couple weeks ago about this one concert we Bob's laughing because he knows where I'm going. We went to, it was what kind of a Motown thing, and it was like the Four Tops and the Temptations and Mary Wilson, the Supremes.
Right.
So we were sitting there enjoying the show, and Bob looks at us and he's going, "She's looking straight at me, y'all."
Oh.
Mary Wilson is looking straight at me, y'all. To this day, he still says she was looking at him. The whole concert, he says. Right?
That's right. Yeah, pick me up.
Huh?
Yeah.
You're the one that got away.
The other story, I think, Joyce and Roger know this, but other people might not know this. When I moved to Detroit in 1961, this is a long story, but anyway, I'll tell the whole thing. What happened was I had become a very close friend with his twin in Wichita. And she and I both worked at Westbay Hospital. We become very close friends. And so when I was coming to Detroit to interview, she said, well, my sister, her husband teaches in Pontiac. So needless to say, we hooked up with her. And it just so happened that her husband was her husband had an aunt who had a rooming house, or at least she didn't have a rooming house. She had several rooms, and I was the only roomer there. But she had a rooming house. I was the only person. But anyway, she rented me this room. Well, it just so happened that Aunt Claudia was the sister of Nelson Jack Edwards. Now, I assume most of you don't know who Nelson Jack Edwards was, but Nelson Jack Edwards was the first African American to be a vice president of the UAW. Wow. So he's a powerful dude. But he owned the club over on the west side of Detroit. And being from Kansas, I didn't, the only way for me to go, we didn't have bars. We had clubs where you go dance. We didn't have bars. So she told me, she said, well, my brother owns this nightclub. You should go there. So I started going there. So I got to be friends with one of the singers in this group. And at every break, we would sit and have drinks, and we just got to be very close friends. In fact, at one point, she needed to move out of her house into an apartment, so I helped her move. So anyway, and so she, as I said, she was singing with this group. So then, 2 years later, in 1960, I guess we're in 63, right? Ron Walters had graduated from Fisk, and he needed to work for a couple of months before he went to American U to go to work on his doctorate. But he's also going to get married, so he came. So he and I were sort of bachelors there for about 8 weeks. My wife, Joan, was her father had passed, and so she was back in Atchison, Kansas. So Ron and I just sort of ran all summer, as if we were back. We go to this one club, and so I see this woman that I recognize. So I go over and I dance with her, and so we're dancing. And so I said, well, how are you doing? And so we started to get down. She said, well, what have you been up to? She said, well, I've got this hit out, so come get these memories. I said, wow. So I said, well, whatever happened to Diana and Florence? She said, oh, they're the Supremes now. That was Martha Reeves. That was my introduction to Detroit.
Wow.
That's good. Well, I'm going to have to run, guys. I really appreciate this. It's great to see everybody, meet everybody. And I wish you one great big happy birthday, Bob. And we'll look forward to visiting again soon. So I'm gonna run. So thank you all.
Nice to meet you, Charles.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye. So that was how I met Martha Reeves.
Martha Reeves and the Vandellas. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Well, are you going to eat?
I'm going to do that right now. I've got my plate right here.
So I'll send the recording to everybody. Did you hear that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Makeda, and where's Eugene? Eugene, you back there?
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget at the memorial service, you were like, I heard all about these Super Bowl parties. We gonna have a Super Bowl party. We wouldn't have had that party if you hadn't said it. But that was fun. We had a good time.
Good party.
Yeah.
I think you're ready to come back up.
Huh?
Said I think he's ready to come back up for the next one. We'll plan the next one at your house too.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually, you'll have to come to Mexico because that's where we'll be. We hope.
That'll work. That will work.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
Well, thank you guys.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the invite, Bukeka.
Thanks for arranging it.
Okay.
Happy
right.
birthday again.
Happy birthday to you, since we didn't get to hear it.
Great.
All right.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
See you
See
later.
ya.
Okay. We'll be in touch. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Terry. Love you, Terry.
Terry, wait. So Dad, we have some good news.
Tell me about
Save Unite TV got its first national press today.
How about that?
We are in the Minority Business Enterprise magazine.
How about that? I like it. I love it.
Right?
Great. Great. Well,
Did you get the article, Terry?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I sent it to you.
Okay. I'll
And
check it out.
And then Florence has some more stuff that she wants us to do too. So we're on a roll.
Good.
All right.
Okay.
We love you and we miss you.
Love you, Terry. Take care.
Back at you.
All right.
Take care. Bye.
Talk to you
Okay.
soon. Bye. Okay. Yes, it's through. And you can eat.
Would you like to go to a table?
And
Determined that I was going to be born in a hospital. And I understand. There were no black hospitals in Wichita, Kansas in 1935. And black doctors had no rights in hospitals in 1935, in white hospitals. So in order for me to be born in a hospital, I had to be born in a Salvation Army hospital. Now the Salvation Army hospital was for unwed women. So my birth certificate says that I'd be illegitimate. But that was not true. We came to found a marriage certificate between my mother and my father from the year before, but the only way for me to be born in the hospital was to go to the Salvation Army hospital, and the only way to be born in the Salvation Army hospital was to be an unwed mother. So when I was about 14, I was going to play Little League Baseball. One of the things you had to do was produce a birth certificate. So my mother, so here I was going to play Little League Baseball at the age of 14, and there she was fretting over showing me this birth certificate. I didn't know what the hell I was all about. But then she showed it to me, and I saw it, and I didn't raise any questions about it. I just lived my life. But anyway, so that's what that was. But anyway, my mother and father got divorced at some point, and when I was about 3.
That's deep.
So how did you move from a fourth grade teacher to a stint at Stanford, and did that influence in any way your life within the civil rights movement?
Good question. Essentially, I was working in Battle Creek I started in Battle Creek in 1966. And I was director of the office. Then King was assassinated on April 4th of 1968. And the kids at the junior high school, the black kids at junior high school, I think only 9 of them, they wore black armbands in mourning King's assassination. The principal suspended them because he accused them of, I guess, inciting a riot or something. Well, by this time, there was a substantial young leadership in Battle Creek of young dudes who worked at Job Corps and stuff like that. And so they sort of took the leadership on that and said, no, you can't do that. So there was a school board meeting in which they would not allow the school board meeting to end until the principal was fired. And so what ended up happening was that the president of the school board, I was in attendance at the meeting, but I went to the big meeting. I think he asked me to tell them to leave. I was not their leader. So I'm not doing that. So anyway, they ended up being in there until I think 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Well, what ended up happening was that the president of the school board demanded that the commission do an investigation of whether I should have told them to leave. And so that sort of ended my legitimacy in Battle Creek time. So anyway, I ended up moving back to Detroit and working in the Detroit office. And Ed called me and said, Newby, I want you to go with me. I want my boys with me in Harvard. I applied to Harvard, didn't get in. But a close friend of mine said, Bob, I didn't know you wanted to go to school. If you want to go to school, you go to school. Next thing I knew, I had letters from Brandeis, MIT, several different places, including Stanford. So, and rather than go to Brandeis and be in that cold misery stuff that I've been in all those years, I'm going to California. I was there at the time. We had a coach, a basketball coach, who told the players, you gotta play like niggers. That was unacceptable. That was unacceptable. And because I was the most senior faculty member, I had a responsibility, to take that on. And so needless to say, the coach got fired. We ended up going into federal court because he wanted to say it was violating his free speech rights. But the other thing about that is, that coach played a key role in the development of somebody you all know, LeBron James. He left Central, he got fired from Central. He had to go back to teaching high school. And the high school he was teaching, I think, was someplace called St. Mary's in Akron, and that's where LeBron went to school. So Keith Dambrot, check that out, Keith Dambrot helped develop LeBron James.
So LeBron owes you some money.
Huh?
So LeBron owes you some money. I think we need to get a check right now. Right?
He did, at least with me, is he always makes you ask questions before answering anything. So it's not a situation of, hey, Papa, what's the answer to this question? He's never going to give you that. Like, what's 1 + 1? Well, here's what you do. You're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to write one thing, and you're going to put a circle, and what does that make, right? So, you asked about how you carry it on. Well, every time they ask me a question, I almost always ask them a question. Like, if they ask me about, why is the sky blue? Well, is the ocean blue? Is this going on? Like, that kind of thing. So I think really it's just passing on traditions, and it's a long, 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 long cycle of proliferating that kind of thought throughout everybody. But, the hope is that, they're maybe the Walter Beach to somebody else, right? Like, he talked to somebody and that person made him think. Well, he's making me think, I'm making my kids think, maybe they make a friend think. And it starts with him, right? It starts with him passing on to her, passing that on to me, passing that on to them, passing that on to everybody else.
What I wanted to do was just say thank you to everybody for having made this a very memorable event. And to have the presence of all of you here is just incredible. I just loved it. I loved every bit of it. And so I just want to thank you and express my appreciation. And that
I could have written that, but it wouldn't come across the same way. But anyway, thank you. So I love all of you. And thank you for making this amazing.
You too, Dad. Love you too.
So anyway, thanks a lot. I like I said, I didn't want to make a big production out of it, but I did want to say thank you to everybody.
Well, good.